Hello everyone, we're live again. Oh yeah, I should unmute Carlos. So, Carlos is here. He already liked the video anyways, so everyone knows he's here. But tonight, we are once again working on my custom test bench. So you guys have seen it before, a few times now. But I figured we'd have some more content on it just because there's some more work to do. We got some pass-throughs to put in tonight. I know a lot of people usually do ask about pass-throughs or bulkhead fittings, I guess you can call them too, or maybe they're more commonly referred to as. But so they're pretty simple, and I'm actually going to go from step one through it all for you guys because I haven't measured it out, because I figured that was kind of part of it. That's where a lot of people seem to have questions about using bulkheads, is how do you plan for them is basically it. So, what's Carlos?
I said pass-throughs.
Pass-throughs, yeah. So, oh, and by the way, if Carlos is echoing, I apologize. I am ordering, or I did order today, some earbuds, some wireless earbuds, so I'll be using those in the future. Hopefully, let's see, next stream's Monday, so they should be here by then. So hopefully there won't be any echo for you guys. Actually, I'm a little bit too loud, I think. Sorry. Echo. Does it actually come through? Here, talk once. Maybe. I don't know.
I'm listening to it.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I need to grab my safety glasses, as Hank requested. I don't even know if he's here. But we will start in 10 seconds or so. Just one jiffy.
Nope.
Alright, here, I'll switch it back to the face cam so everybody knows. Okay, everybody, putting on safety glasses. I mean, they look pretty good, right? Pretty awesome. So, now we all know. The video seems stretched so much, I can't imagine your head this wide.
I can't hear myself.
The face cam might be stretched just because it's lower resolution. So,
it looks nice
hello.
with safety glasses.
I look nice with safety glasses. Okay, so for the pass-throughs, maybe I want to do this camera actually, because we're putting the pass-throughs right up here, guys. We're going directly straight up from where the CPU block is located. And I guess one thing we got to make sure we do once I do the tubes actually is that I make the bends tall enough so we can still route power cables and whatnot. But first things first. What?
What are power cables?
Water power? Yeah, okay, Carlos. You need to go watch another stream, I think.
Well, I just saw that. I've been following PBC since 2012.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
So let's see.
member.
I think probably right about here, probably 30 millimeters out from the board. Should be good. So I'm just measuring that out right now to make sure that we're straight. So, I don't know, like I said, this might be a tad boring just because it's just measuring, but it's kind of part of doing pass-throughs. So...
Hey, measuring can be fun. You always surprise yourself.
Yeah. So let's see, first things first, I'm going to have to measure how far apart these guys actually are, which is somewhat difficult because I'm going from the center of the pass-through, so you just kind of got to eyeball it, which is literally what I'm doing. These guys are about 27 millimeters apart from center to center, I think. No, I think it's closer to 26. 26 millimeters apart. So somewhere in there, and then we got to go straight. So this will be the fun part. So I have to make sure that I go straight, which is, yeah, no.
Is that hard for you?
Well, actually, you know what we will do? Shut up, Carlos. What I shall do is I will measure the center of the port from as close to the edge of the board as I can get. That should be close enough.
Roger's funny.
Who's funny?
Roger.
Roger?
Yeah.
Who's Roger?
He's on the Facebook.
Dude,
chat.
why is Restream Chat not doing... Yeah, see, it says 2 out of 3 connected. Why? It's stuck at connecting. So... Gosh darn it. Here, let me open up Facebook here so I can see
It's gotta be that dial-up that you're running on.
the dial-up internet. Oh yeah, it's Roger. These are boring parts involved. Yeah, I'm out of here. Yeah, dude. So, as I said, actually, if we use this little guy here, I can get a pretty accurate read on the edge of the board, and it looks like the center of the first port is. So now we're switching back to English. It's 5.5 inches from the edge of the board.
Matt, did you just say we're switching back to English?
Yeah, Imperial English units. Yeah.
Okay. I get it now.
Yeah. Nope, I was
Sorry.
speaking a different language.
That's what I thought you were referring to.
No.
I was like, wait a minute.
So from the edge of the board here, we got to measure out 5.5 inches. So that'll be right there. We'll take our handy dandy square. And right there should be our first port, ladies and gentlemen. So now I can measure from the edge of the board once again to lay second port, which appears to be make sure it's straight. That's just under 6.5. Okay, just under 6.5. So we'll go right here. Oh, probably have to use this the proper way. So right here, I believe, should be where it should go. But we're gonna double what here's the best tip for modding, ladies and gentlemen. Measure twice, cut once. I know it's annoying to measure twice, but let's make sure. So I said they should be like 26 or 27 millimeters apart, and see that's actually only 22. That? Oh, actually maybe I was off. We're gonna double measure everything because it's a smart thing to do. Do we have questions yet, Carlos?
No, just everybody insulting your using let's see, illogical measurements.
Oh, my English units? Yeah, well, it's a carpenter's square. So give me a carpenter's square that has metric readings on it, and I will be happy to use it. Oh, so it's actually just over 6.5. See, guys, this is why...
Feet?
This... What? Not feet, Carlos. I said inches. So it's just over 6.5.
Feet?
Yeah, feet. Gosh, you're useless.
Tell me about it. All I do is sit on a bed all day.
Okay, so let's measure this again. Let's see if we got it right this time. So yeah, that is 20. That's right between 26 and 27. So I think we got it now, ladies and gentlemen. So the next thing that I'm going to do to make this easier, now that I'm pretty sure that I've measured it properly, but there's still a chance that I didn't. So I'm just going to take a nail, just because I still don't have a metal punch, and this is just aluminum, so it really won't take too much. But I'm going to let me slide this board under here so I can actually punch it. But I want to punch the aluminum just so the bit doesn't walk when we go to drill it. This board's being a piece of crap. Okay. So, you just take a nail, any nail.
Put it straight in the motherboard, right?
Yeah, straight through the motherboard. So we have to use the second line. Oh, well, I bent that now. That's why I just use a nail though. This step bit actually has a really big head, so I want to kind of make sure.
Are you talking about your head or the nails?
It's not as big as my head. So now I've got this fancy dancy step bit that Hank always told me to get. He told me I have to use step bits. So we got that tonight. And what you want to do here, before you pick your drill bit, I mean, you don't need a step bit. Honestly, if you have a set of regular drill bits, that works just fine for this as well. So I could use one of those. However, I don't even know. Is Hank here? No, dude. Hank ain't even here. What a... Jeez.
Hank doesn't like you today.
No, not today, maybe. Maybe tomorrow. So, what you want to do here is, I mean, I've already measured this several times, and I believe EK, these are EK bulkheads or pass-throughs actually, is you want to measure, you know, from the edge to the other edge, or, you know, of the circle. So we want to get the diameter of this circle, and it should be about 22. Is it? No, it's actually not. Maybe I never have measured it. I think it's actually only about 18, no, 19, yeah, probably 19 millimeters. So that's how big we need to make the hole, because we don't want to make it so big that the pass-through goes through. Like this pass-through, yeah, the edge of the pass-through is like 23 or 24 on the top, but the bottom is definitely, I mean, it'd be really nice if I just had a caliper, because that's what you should use, but yeah, this is a good, with the threads, we're going to say 19 millimeters. So I'm actually going to look this up, because once again, my step bits are in imperial. So we're going to go 19 millimeters to inches, and that's about 3/4 of an inch. So actually, so if you just had a 3/4 inch drill bit, you'd be good to go. However, as I said, we got these fancy step bits. So let me see if one actually just goes, yeah, see, so this one will be perfect. I got the wrong bit. So this one goes up to 3/4 of an inch, so I actually don't have to worry about like going too far or too shallow. Actually, the fact that I don't have much room to work, maybe I will just use this bigger one and I'll stop at the 3/4. So 3/4 now is, so we got 1/4, 3/8, 1/2, 5/8, and then 3/4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps down. Remember that, everybody. How's it going, water cool fool? I'm doing all right tonight. Just getting some modding done, maybe, hopefully. So wait, do I actually have a 3/4? No. Yeah, that's the benefit of a step bit, because 3/4 inch drill bit would actually be huge. So most drill bits can't even take that, dude. Oh, Jason messaged me on Steam now for that. That was hilarious. His Steam got hacked. He's trying to hack people now. But
Oh, I'm sorry.
that's why Jason can't join us. He's hacking people. Oh, whoops, I gotta get back to Facebook chat. Where to go? Do you pre-drill or do you go immediately with the step? I mean, we could if you want. Like, I could show you. It's just like, so honestly, pre-drilling with this kind of step bit might not be a terrible idea, just because, as you can see, the step bit does have a pretty big end, but tapping it like that helps, but also just pre-drilling a hole will help you not miss as well. So we'll just take one of these smaller bits. I don't even know what I grabbed, like 3/8, or I mean 1/8. So we'll take that, as Roger suggested on Facebook. These glasses make it hard to see. There's one hole pre-drilled. And there's two. We'll put the step back in here. Using a hole punch will help too. Yes, yeah, that's what, instead of a nail, an actual punch would be nice. But sadly, I do not have one at the moment. I could steal my father's, but he might not like that. So, let us get back to the step bit. So we gotta go 5 ridges down, so I gotta make sure that I don't go too far. But that shouldn't be too bad, so we're just gonna go ahead and just go slow. And actually, before I start, I think what I'll have to do, because like I said, this step bit's pretty tall. We're gonna take these boards that I have underneath here, and we're actually going to prop this guy up a little bit further. So, this is not an ideal workbench, to be honest, but that is why I am trying to build this test bench. So, let's see. Do I have some more boards underneath here? I should. Somewhere. These bits. Bear with me, folks. There's the other board. Okay. Hopefully that's tall enough. So, back to the step bit. So that's one, as you guys saw it drop through. I believe we're on 2. So let's actually see how far we've gotten. Okay, it's got like 1 or 2 more steps to go. I can't quite tell actually. Almost there. Ooh. Come on, just the end fits. Just the tip. I just don't want to go too far because actually it already, like, I mean, I hope these holes don't get too close together, but they should be okay. So close. Patience is key, though, folks. Okay, so first one done. That wasn't too bad. This tape has got to go. See you later. Does anybody have any questions yet about using these tools?
No, Roger apparently is having food cooked, and now I guess he's watching the stream while he cooks.
Oh, what did he? Are you cooking enough for everybody, dude?
He's at work.
Oh, what?
He's cooking at work and watching you.
We'll get to the second one now.
Hopefully he doesn't start doing
What is this? Here's a few questions here I almost missed. Just a cheap one from Harbor Freight, works great. Sweet, one of our newest tools is a CNC router parts. Yeah, dude, that's what you're telling me, Rod, is that you have a CNC now. And yeah, Calf, these step bits are actually just off of Amazon. There was like $25 with a set, and they work fine, especially for soft stuff like this. There's just 2 mil thick aluminum, so pretty easy. I think we're getting close. Ooh, nearly there. A little bit. There we go, boys and girls. We have our 2 pass-throughs drilled. So you guys think I've missed or not?
It's terrible. He did terrible.
Well, we don't know yet. I got some tubing here, and I was actually gonna bend the tubes with you guys.
Were you gonna bend the tubes?
Yes. Because I figured we could get the first 2 runs done for the bench now. Because what's showing how to do pass-throughs if you don't show how to do it right? Or at least do it wrong and explain why it went wrong.
Roger says he'll set the table for you. Or it's just across the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, dude, I'll be right over. This shouldn't take too long, and then me and you will have dinner, man. Thanks for the offer. So, honestly, I should probably take a file and clean those holes up a little bit, but you guys know how a file works, I think, and we don't need to sit through that.
I have no idea how it works.
You have no idea how a file works. I actually don't like.
I also watched the compilation on people that don't know how to use a hammer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was all done this year.
That seems like it's hard to beat.
Yeah. A lot of busted fingers.
Okay. So let me get these boards out of the way. And actually, this bench is so freaking big right now, just because it's still one whole sheet. I have to bend down each end. Each end will get bent eventually once I get done with all the cutouts, which is actually what I was doing this week. As you guys saw on Monday night, I started all the cutouts. I finished the wiring cutouts. This one needs a little more filing, but that's about it. These 2 are for the reservoirs. Oh, I guess you can't really. I don't have OBS. So, I think we'll switch cameras to the wide one. But yeah, these 2 holes right here and here are for the custom reservoirs, which I have sent the designs to Jeremy. So those should get done soon, and should come on out here up to Minnesota, and we can get those put together next and installed, hopefully. I think next Monday we'll work on PSU bracket, because that should be here tomorrow. So we're gonna do that cutout, 2 140 mil fans, and then
canceled those, remember?
canceled. Better not have. So, let's see here. Tube bending stuff. So I think what I'll do here is I'm gonna turn this guy around, get rid of some of these metal shavings. I have to get the compressed air out here because I do not like all these aluminum shavings next to this beautiful board that Matt gave me. So, but I like to use this edge right here to bend 90s, to be honest. So, and actually, I apologize if this camera seems a little bit fucked up, but I gotta move it back a little bit. So, let's see. That'll be okay.
On camera.
What?
Nothing.
What do I do?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
I definitely didn't say you said a body word on camera.
Oh, oops. My bad. Has anyone had an issue selling graphics cards on eBay? I haven't tried myself, but Carlos has been shopping eBay for GPUs, I guess.
Well, I sold a GPU, but I did it locally.
Yeah. Well, and
Yeah,
honestly, for stuff like that, just stick to the one rule of thumb, which is if it seems too good to be true, it is. So, just be careful. eBay does have like buyer protection, like seller protection and stuff. So just follow the rules.
It's
And
like there's a guy selling 1060s on there for $63.
huh, interesting. Oh, I didn't grab my insert. I'm gonna have to grab that. So we got some tubing here, and it looks like I actually did drill them pretty straight. So, clean out this hole a little bit. If you guys didn't know how to put on a bulkhead fitting, here we go. You just put it on, and then the collar screws on from underneath. Ooh, really complicated stuff.
I've actually never seen one done. It's generally intriguing to me.
Generally intriguing. Well, I'm glad we entertained somebody tonight, but actually, nobody cares about you, Carlos.
Well.
Well, no.
Well then.
Wow. Just gonna go now.
I'm gonna just send Hank a text here.
I'm gonna send Hank a
jobs.
That's being a bully. Okay, so we got the bulkheads in. Yeah, these holes aren't so clean underside.
Edward's asking if this will be viewable for later.
Yes, on YouTube and Twitch. Well, and you can find it on Facebook if you're good. If you go into our past, if you go into videos on Facebook in the group, you can see it. Otherwise, our YouTube, it'll be available on our YouTube afterwards, as well as Twitch. Twitch keeps them for like 60 days or something like that, so you can watch anytime you would like. So we got some 16 mil compression fittings here. And I figured, like, this is a test bench, so obviously people are probably going to question why I'm doing hardline. But, to be fair, if you do... What?
Roger says it's time to eat. I'll put some on the fridge for you.
Aw, I missed dinner.
Thanks,
I'm
buddy.
sorry, Roger. But, as far as
Bad date.
rigid tubing goes on this part of the test bench, if I just make the tubes with 290s, they're honestly extremely easy to just pull out. Basically just as easy as using soft tubing. So that's why I want to go with rigid tubing, and shouldn't be too difficult. Where'd my tube go? Okay, so we got a tube here. We got a tube, and I could probably, do I want it actually start with 500 millimeters? I don't know. I'd only have to cut off like a quarter of it, but there's really no point. So we got that. I have to go grab my silicone insert and a little bit of water so this goes well. But I shall be right back.
everybody else like his nice tube. It's just such a nice like angle. So professional. I love how everybody's in YouTube tonight, but nobody's on Facebook. See how it is.
Oh yeah. So we got our silicone insert. We got our water.
Can't talk crap about Matt now. He's back.
Oh, dang it! Is this a wall mount PC you're putting together? No, it's actually going to be a test bench. So like I was trying to say,
It's only 2D at the moment.
yeah, it's only 2D at the moment. The two ends are going to get bent down at 90s once I get done with all these cutouts and whatnot. So once we get that done, then it will be more 3D. And like here, I'll show you guys the bottom. The bottom is still sitting right here. This is the bottom of the test bench. So this will, let's see, which way would it be? It'd be like right underneath it, just like that. So that's where that'll go. And the top aluminum piece will attach to it. So that's legit. And I think we can probably just get to bending this stuff. These shouldn't be too hard. There's going to be 290s in each tube. So let's see if I can get it right the first time. I guess the first one will be easy. It's matching the first one's height with the second one. That'll be the entertaining part. Let's see, how am I going to get this? So, how tall do you think we should do this? I don't know. It really doesn't have to be that tall.
I say 6 feet.
6? Okay.
Is that more? You don't have enough tubing for that, do you?
No, probably not. Let's see. You guys can't really see this. We'll turn the camera on. And maybe back it up a little bit. There we go. I think that's better. Let me know if you guys can't see very well. So I'm just going to put a bend a couple inches in. Should be good. We're just going to do a quick 90 here. Move those. So I hope this isn't killing the headphone users. I'm trying not to. But there's really nothing we can do when we're working with power tools, ladies and gentlemen. So I think I've almost got her to the point where it should bend just nicely. So I'm going to take it right here and put it up against my bench. Or my bender, actually, is what it is. And this thing works perfect for making a nice, tight, and clean 90. Tight like a toiga.
Wow.
What? You didn't like that?
No, it was funny.
Okay. So to be honest, I can always cut down this end to make it shorter if this does seem too tall, which it does look a little bit tall, in my opinion. So I may cut it down. But I at least didn't screw up 190. Now the next one is going to be the fun one, because I can't miss. If I miss, then I guess y'all can just point and laugh. So, we got a good 90 right there. Not bad, not bad. So, for the next one, this is going to be the fun part. Oh wow, did that? Oh man, it's still not dry. Dry. It's not dry. No, it's not cold. It moved a little bit.
Wow.
The tube's not dry.
I
think it's good now.
Matt's tubes aren't dry.
Nope. Okay, so to be honest, I'm gonna measure this like so.
We got Jason in here.
Jason! So it's looking about 6¼ inches. So that's what we gotta go by here, boys and girls. So actually, it's just like that. Then 6¼ inches is right about there. And I don't have like a dry erase marker, which is what you're supposed to use. But where's that pen actually? Here it is. The pen should rub off just fine. What?
You're rubbing off a pen now?
Yep. Or it doesn't write anyways. So, oh well, I'm not going to stain my tube. We're going to eyeball it as best we can and hope I don't miss. So, 6¼ is, oh, actually this is 6¼ I would have been marking the wrong side. So 6¼ is right back here. So boys and girls, this is where we're going to heat it and hopefully not miss. Did Hank show up yet?
That's negative. Hank does not love you today.
Okay, boys. So actually, if I go like this, and put the other tube at 6¼ on this end of my stupid, not metric measuring device. Actually, I wonder if it's gonna be too short. Push some length out of this. I think it might be too short, but we'll see. I'm hoping not. We gotta let it dry again. Where's Andrew? I'm surprised he hasn't memed that yet.
Right? Oh my lord.
What?
This guy in Cable Modders, you know how on the EK blocks it has that paper there that says remove before use?
Yeah.
Well, he didn't remove it and he stuck it on his CPU and ran it, I guess, for some time.
Yeah, that'll make it be a little warm. So.
Oh, it's so warm that it melted the paper.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, as I was afraid of. I'm thinking. Yep.
Shoot it.
I missed. Oh well, we're just gonna cut this off right here. And I wonder if that's still long enough. Will it be? We still got that. Maybe we'll just start with a new tube. That's alright. Take two. We got 2 meters of tubing left. If I can't get it done in that, then I guess we're just all going to bed tonight with some disappointment and shame. Maybe that's just me, but actually I might cut this guy in half right now. With my handy dandy hacksaw. I still need to go get one of those. I don't know what happened to my actual tube cutter, but the hacksaw shall do. So where's like halfway on this bad boy? Oh boy. I mean, honestly, let's see. I can probably get 3 tries out of 1 meter. So that's one length, and then we probably want it about that tall. So we're gonna cut it off right about there. Yeah, that's like 1/3 of it, I think. I hope. Okay. Yes, I really can't wait to get this bench done, guys, because the setup's all right and all, but having my giant bench that's out in the workshop to be able to stream from would be ideal. Just trying to clean this up a little bit before we bend it, is all. So, take 2, boys and girls. I'm gonna make this bend closer to this end though. So if you guys want a general tube bending tip, as you guys saw, I kind of just was like rolling the tube back and forth over the spot that I wanted to heat and kind of covering a little bit larger area. That will usually help your bends not screw up at the ends, like they'll kind of flatten out sometimes or bulge a little bit if you don't get enough of the area heated up. So we're gonna let this bend dry now. I might keep this going all night. Like a hot dog on a stick. Yep. Yeah, so much for measuring twice. Yeah, dude, no, I think I just heated it up a little too far back on the last tube was all. So that was my bad. But it happens. It's PETG. We should have enough. So we're letting this dry. Last time it kind of came apart. Or it unbent a little bit. Sorry. What are you doing in the group chat, Carlos? We have a stream going on.
I'm not doing anything. Chat.
Okay. So, we got one bend. And as I said, it's 6 1/4 inches. So, what we're going to do is we're going to put our handy dandy square back. And what I got to do is go from, can you guys even see where I'm pointing? No. So the camera might not be ideal for while I'm heating it up, but I'm going to show you guys what I'm trying to accomplish here as far as measuring it goes. This square has obviously measurements on both sides. So if we put it up against that edge, then we can go from this edge down here up to 6 1/4 inches. As long as I make the bend so this one is right there, then I shall be good to go. So, who keeps tagging me in the server? Because I got like a bunch of pings now. So we gotta do 6 1/4 is right about there. It's 90. So, heat up right there. We're going to heat up a little bit bigger than there, just because then it gives you a little bit of room to play. And as I said, it helps you get a little cleaner bend. Starting to twist it a little bit. Should be good. So let's see if I can do it right this time. So we're going to put this guy at 6 1/4. So that isn't actually at all How did I heat up that far off? Really? 6 1/4 is right there. Did I really not hold it correctly or what? Because now this tube's muffed. How did I go from here to here? From here to here? Wow. We're just on a roll tonight. I wish Hank was watching. He would love this. Because that's just a dub. Oh well. Take 3. Jeez. Now I'm ashamed of myself. And actually, I think I'm just going to use this whole tube just so we have more room to work. Instead of last time, it would have actually cut it pretty close anyways if I had not totally screwed the bend. I have no idea how that one happened. That was just awesome. Pure skill. You can only miss that much if you try. So, we got the insert in. And we shall try again. Are people just pinging me in the server now because they heard me on stream say it? Okay. I'm getting a lot of practice at my 90s because I was really struggling with them. So that's at least a good thing about messing up a lot. Or missing. So I'll hold that there and let it dry. I want to get at least one of these tubes done before. Oh man, we've almost been at this an hour and I can't even get one tube run done. How terrible.
So what you're telling me is when you come down to help me with my computer, it's gonna take like at least a month to do the tubes.
Probably, at least. Okay. Book me out for 6 weeks.
Gotcha. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yep. I get paid the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm paying you for this?
Of course. That was the agreement.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so we got 190 done, and I know that it's got to be at 6 1/4 inches. So let's see if I can measure 6 1/4 inches. So you put the tube about 6 1/4 there up there. So you got to bend it right there. Right there. Don't move my finger. So I think we gotta heat up a little bit further back. It's just about in the right spot. This extra long tube actually is a terrible idea. So much harder to not twist it. But hopefully that's okay. Okay. And we shall put this guy at 6 1/4. Boys and girls, this might be just right. Can only hope.
There is hope.
There's hope for this one. It doesn't look totally terrible. As long as this pen doesn't get all mushy.
Jason's pissed. Oh man.
So, we're waiting for this pen to dry. Who's still in here anyways? This is why my hard tube has 90 fittings. My OCD would make me doing this for years. Yeah, dude, I don't know how many times I've pulled apart my rig just because I've had one bend that I just didn't really like the look of. So, no, it's understandable and it is kind of tedious to do all this, but like I said, I really think PTG won't be hard to use. I mean, you could just use fittings off that too and just, be good to go. However, as I said, just pulling the tube straight out will make it pretty easy to get at the CPU if ever that were necessary. So, I think I actually got it. We're going to cut it down and see at least. And this bend doesn't look too terrible. I don't think. They're pretty close to perfect 90s. As far as I can tell. You guys want to look, see? So I think, how should we do this? Do I want it that tall? Like, how tall is that? How tall is that? I do think I want to cut this one down too. So maybe we'll start with this one. This is an awkward tube to cut. So I'm just going to take a little bit off this one. I can always take off more. You can't add tube back on though, that's for sure. I love this hacksaw, and I'm going to spill this water because this table is shaky as all hell. Dude, now there's 9 pings. Somebody's just doing something. Carlos, what is happening in general chat?
I don't even know who's doing this. I don't know why it's being
That is the one thing I didn't pick up at Menards. Why didn't I pick up a tube cutter? Why didn't you remind me, Carlos? Because this thing's a pain in the butt. Yeah, dude, now, yep, the pings keep going up. You guys are dicks.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either, but I keep getting more and more pings, so let's see. How shall we make sure, and actually this has to be taller. This is roughly, like, I technically have to, like, eyeball. Oh, it's like 1.5 inches taller. So, yeah. If you go like this, dude, squares are amazing. So if we go like this, and about 1.5 inches is right about there. So we're gonna cut it right here first, just to make sure. As I said before, you can always cut off more tubing. Why? Yeah, the tube keeps going back and forth. Dude, I'm gonna disable people being able to freaking mention me in the server. You guys broke it once again. This is why we don't have nice things.
You're the ones that do.
I didn't even do anything. Why? I mean, I'll switch to general chat once the stream's over, and I can answer any questions you all may have.
I don't know who's tagging me because I don't see anything.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why you're getting pinged.
General chat. Dude, Carlos!
What's up?
I just checked general chat. You're a dick. You're a terrible person. Well, we'll just clean up these tubes. This one, I actually probably shouldn't have cleaned up the other one too much because it's definitely too tall. So, good enough.
I didn't know that you re-enabled the everybody tag.
The add everyone tag. So, we definitely had to cut off a good bit.
Yeah, I didn't know it was still a tag. I thought that was still disabled, and I put it in for shits and giggles, and I didn't think it was gonna go through.
You tagged everyone?
Oh my god! I didn't mean to.
You're gonna piss off everybody in the server. Now we're down to 200 members. I do not like this hacksaw. It is so annoying. And actually, I'm like...
Just get up in the midstream and just go to the
Okay. Jeez, that was painful. So, does anybody have any more questions about this stuff? We're kind of wrapping it up here. I think we got it pretty well close to done. We got done what we wanted to, at least. At least I think so. At least what I wanted to.
I don't see any questions. I think everybody's just here for the
Oh boy. So it's nearly all the way in, and it doesn't look too bad. It actually might be a tad bit too long on the top, so I might end up redoing it, but it turned out pretty good. It's very close. Like I said, getting your tubes perfect, it always takes a few tries. Boys and girls, don't feel bad if you mess it up. Clearly, I mess up all the time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll switch back.
Chris wants to know what size tubing you're using.
1612. So it's PTG 1612.
Everybody should. 16 or go home.
16, yeah, I like it. Let's see, Monday. Our next stream should be Monday at 7 p.m. And like I said, Hank's not here tonight, but he still hasn't cued me into what's coming up next as far as what he's got in store. So I'll be hearing back from him hopefully tomorrow or soon about that. Otherwise, Monday I will be working more on the bench. We have more cutouts to do. I've got a PSU bracket on the way, so that'll help us install a PSU. I can cut out the fan holes. So if you guys are ever interested in that, just be more modding, I guess, on Monday, which is usually pretty enjoyable. I appreciate everyone who did stop out tonight, though, and ask questions. Oh, Calf asked that question a while ago. Austin. I see. Okay. So, other than that, though, if you guys have any more questions about what I'm doing or what I've done or just PPC stuff in general, you can hop in our Discord, which is linked right up there, as well as our Facebook group. That's our page, but look for PPC's Builders Club if you're not already in it. Join there. We got lots of people that are always willing to help out in both our Discord and the Facebook group. So if you guys have any questions ever, you can find me there or just join the community and enjoy. But I hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you on Monday at 7 p.m. Thanks again. Say bye, Carlos.
Bye.
You said bye, not bye, Carlos.